shit. Okay, there we go. Welcome back to Dasha Speaks Racism. Um, Today I am going to be talking to you guys about my experience with Spring Health. This was the company I was telling you about in the last video, that Wolfspeed has partnered with to offer its employees mental health services. If you have a mental breakdown, it's a line you can call and talk to a therapist immediately. You can get therapy sessions. They give you so many free. Um, they pay for most of it. And then at some point, I believe you do have to pay for the sessions. You get so many sessions free. So, um, Spring Health, they seem to be good at first. They do a great job at painting illusions. But I called in the night that I had to break down because I was tired of being harassed. I was tired of being bullied. I was tired of people bothering me. All I wanted to do was go to work, do my job, go home to my kids. I was already working an overnight shift, which I hate working overnight. Um, so I was just trying to make the best out of what it was and, get the fuck on up out of there. Hey, I wasn't trying to make no friends because, people don't really like beings. Um, so I don't fuck a friend. It's just how I feel. Low vibrational friends anyway. I vibrate very high, so people that vibrate low don't like high vibrational beings, especially when you're walking in your power. So this was a call out for help to Spring Health because I was trying to keep my job, um, and I didn't know what else to do at that time. I had reached out to HR multiple times, to my supervisors multiple times, to the manager over the whole area multiple times. Nobody responded. They just threw my concerns under the bus. Like I said, the manager, when I left the floor that night and went and found him, his name was Fitzum. Um, I was very mentally and emotionally distraught, and he told me to go back to the floor. And he said verbatim, we don't have time to address your issues. He said, we're aware of your concerns, but we don't have time to address your issues. He blatantly said we got other stuff to do. I bust out crying, and then, he wanted to pay some attention then. So we sat down and had a conversation, me, him, and James Hook. But I do have that footage. Like I said in the last video, I will come through and share that with you all. Before we go any further, if you have not done so already, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. We are going to be talking about a whole bunch of racism, discrimination, harassment, retaliation within these organizations that is going on. Spring Help seemed to be trustworthy. Like I said, I reached out. I gave him a call. I got to talk to somebody that night. She was able to help me come to a calm. After she helped me come to a calm, I was able to go and talk to, I think I went and talked to Fitzum first. And then I made the call. No, I made the call first. And then I went and talked to Fitzum. And then that's when they sent me home. First, they were trying to send me home on an unpaid leave. And I told them, well, if I got to go on an unpaid leave, I'm going to just go down here and, if a motherfucker try me, we just going to goddamn fight tonight because I'm tired of this shit. He was like, no, you can go home and it's going to be paid. Yeah, nigga, change your goddamn mind because I ain't with that shit. It's not my fault that these motherfuckers is fucking with me, and I'm just trying to keep my job. Because, I'm just trying to keep my job. I ain't no bitch ass nigga, but I'm trying to keep my job. And, I ain't no bitch ass nigga. In my past, I would have been with them bitches asses. But, I was trying to be a better person, be the bigger person. So I was trying to learn how to walk away from shit. And I think I did a very good job. But, anyway, call Spring Help. Like I said, got to talk to somebody. She helped me through what I was going through at the moment, gave me some advice, told me to go find somebody, go talk to them, let them know what was going on. That was what I did. They ended up sending me home on a paid leave. And from there, I proceeded to, utilize the free therapy or services that, Wolf Speed allotted me upon my employment with them. And I scheduled a therapy session. My therapy session was scheduled with this stinking ass bitch, Kimbray Mcneal, who initially befriended me, made me feel like I was safe in her space, made me feel like, she was on my side, made me feel like, I could talk to her, I could tell her what was really going on and, be safe. I later found out that she was very untrustworthy and that she was in cahoots with them, and they had all, like I said in the last couple videos, created a plan, formulated a plan to put me in a more mentally and emotionally stressful state. They were, like I said, trying to get me in a situation where they could involuntarily commit me to Holly Hill so that they could kill me, so that they could shut me the fuck up. But they were unsuccessful with that because I went to Holly Hill. I was only there for 3 days because I became more fucking depressed being there for them 3 goddamn days because I'm an empath. When she knew, I let her know, Kimbray Mcneal, look at her face looking stupid. She looking stupid. But she knew that, I feel energy. I don't like crowds. She knew all of this stuff about me, and she still recommended that I go sit in this room with this crowd of people, where I could feel all these energies. That was her part in the plan that she was supposed to play to get close to me. Find out what you can find out. They have access to the information. It was very unconfidential. This is the lady that I said in the last video. If y'all haven't already watched that one, Lincoln Financial, where I went off a little bit. This is the one that they sent on a vacation. And I think that I got this screenshot right before she went on her vacation. She was telling me that she was going to be going on a vacation and that I would have to wait to schedule with her because I was seeing her once or twice a week, if I'm not mistaken. That's how bad it was. I'm just, I was trying to get well so I could get back to work. So I saw her for probably August, September, October, November, probably about 3 months. I saw her. I started noticing some changes, after about a month and a half. I started noticing some changes. She started saying, well, I think that you need a higher level of care. You're not getting any better with our sessions, and I think that you need a higher level of care. That was just code for I'm getting ready to push you off on somebody else so that, my conscience doesn't continue to feel guilty for what I'm about to do to you. And I know that it is against the law, and I know that it is against any oath that I had taken as a mental health counselor. So, the first red flag was her recommending a higher level of care that was very inappropriate. So as an empath, I'm a Hioka empath, a melanated Hioka empath. Gratitude, they wanted me to correct that. But as an empath, I automatically feel people's energies. Like, I don't care what's going on, where it's at. I can feel your energy. I can feel your energy towards me. I can just feel your energy in general. I can hear what you're thinking as well. Like I said, I have spiritual gifts. I am very spiritual. I am very spiritually gifted. This is why they want me dead. This is why they don't want me speaking up and speaking out, because number one, they know they can't do shit with me because I got protection on the other side. God don't play with me. Not only that, I petition spirits. I fuck with spirits. Okay, they fuck with me heavy. My ancestors don't play about me. They gonna come spray about me. They all gonna goddamn come spray about me. But anyway, trusted by leading organizations. Don't trust none of these goddamn leading organizations, because Spring Health is not trustworthy. They do not have trustworthy therapists. But anyway, the first red flag was her recommending a higher level of care. It was very inappropriate, the level of care that she recommended me to go to, because as she knew, I didn't like crowds. I don't fuck with people. I don't trust people, and I'm an empath, so melanated Hioka empath. So I feel everything. So she knew that putting me in this situation would have me more mentally and emotionally distressed, and then they would be closer to achieving their goal of involuntarily committing me to the inpatient of Holly Hill, where they could do anything that they wanted to do to me. But like I said in the last video, I was only there 3 fucking days before I realized this is not fucking for me, because I started to feel worse. That was the first red flag. The second red flag was when she said that once I did get into IOP, that she wouldn't be able to, that I couldn't be in IOP and have a therapist outside of IOP. But then when I got to Holly Hill in the IOP program, they recommended that I see a therapist outside of them. So that was the second red flag. And then the third red flag was before I found a place, before I found Holly Hill, before I found somewhere that would accept my insurance, because I wanted to find a good quality level of care, because my mental health for me is very, like, it's number one on my list. And, you know, if I'm very aware that if my mental health is not, you know, if I'm not grounded in my mental health, it's hard for me to ground anywhere else in my life. I'm aware of this. So I had already experienced, you know, lower levels of care, wanted to avoid those. So I was searching for a higher level of care, but I didn't have the insurance to, you know, get those higher levels of care. And then too, I thought that it would be a difference, you know, with me seeking a place that was more quality. That was wrong. So I went through the motions back and forth for a month and a half or so, looking for somewhere to go. When I tried Triangle Springs, I got resistance there. I actually got off of Medicaid and started paying for my insurance, which I went and got insurance with Cigna, just, you know, testing the waters out, trying to see, hey, can I find somewhere that's better, because Medicaid, everything on Medicaid's list is low level. It's like the lowest level, because these are the poor people. They get the lowest levels of care. But I realized that it didn't matter what type of insurance that I had. It was the fact that I was who I was. I am who I am. And that these people want me to shut the fuck up. They want to put me down. And, you know, they just don't want me to thrive. So it took me a while to realize that after going through the motions, I'll come and do a review about Cigna. It was not worth the money. It was a waste of time, but we'll go into detail about that. I'm really trying to stay on topic, y'all. And I know I can go off sometimes. That it just happens sometimes. The focus is not always there. It's just some mental health things that I struggle with. But, you know, the third red flag with her was when I could not find somewhere to go. This was before I found Holly Hill. Because I didn't really want to go there, and I found out why. After going against my intuition and going anyway, but I kept telling her, you know, I'm looking for somewhere to go. I can't find anywhere to go. It was just so hard. I couldn't find nowhere to go. So then she started recommending places. And this was the third red flag. She gave me a website, and I don't remember the website right now. It is 2:06 a.m. where I am. And like I said, I just got to get these videos out. And I'm tired, and I don't like being up. I don't want to be up right now. I'd rather be asleep. So, I don't remember the name of the goddamn place. She told me once I can go and look in the complaint that I submitted on her. That website link may be in there. I might have told them when I reported her to the North Carolina Board of Licensed Clinical Mental Health Counselors, in which they just gave her a slap on the wrist and didn't do anything to her, because like I said, they're all in cahoots and they were all working together. I got the letters and stuff somewhere. When I get all that stuff, I'll come and, you know, do another video, give y'all an update. Right now I just want to get the message out. But I think the website is in there. And if it's not in there, it might come back to me. I might be able to search my history. But anyway, I don't even know if the thing is still up. But they created a website. She gave me the website and told me, hey, try this place. When I went to the website, it looked funny to begin with. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was very low class looking. It looked like somebody had just threw it up. It looked exactly like what the fuck it was, some bullshit. So I sent my information in, never got a response from anybody. So I was just waiting, to hear back. Um, that was the third red flag. But these are the type of therapists, Kimbray Mcneal right here, that we want to make her real big right now. Kimbray Mcneal, these are the type of therapists that Spring Health over here that they employ, but they say better mental health starts here. My mental health got worse when I was fucking with them. But Kimbray Mcneal, she was very unprofessional. She violated every confidentiality rule, every motherfucking human rule. Goddamn, she just did everything that was just all the way wrong. She took money to persuade me to do things that were very unhealthy for my mental health. She knew it. They knew it. She broke a lot of rules. And when I reported her to the North Carolina Board of Licensed Clinical Mental Health Counselors, they, again, like I said, they all in cahoots. This is the wolf speed scheme we're still talking about. Gave her a pat on the wrist. They said that they would just let her know that her actions are not tolerated or, aren't good. I'll find the letter and read it verbatim at some point, y'all. But just bear with me. Just gave her a slap on the wrist. But these are the type of people that they are licensing. And, these are the type of things that they do. And when people go and start saying stuff about it, they say, oh, it's a, what do they call it? My brain is halfway working right now. I can't even call what they call it right now. But when people start saying stuff and speaking up and speaking out about stuff, they call you delusional. They say you're lying. They try to uphold the integrity of the illusion that they have created, because this is another illusion. Spring Health is an illusion. The North Carolina Board of Licensed Clinical Mental Health Counselors is a fucking illusion. They're not really there to help. They're just there to get whatever information that they can, so that they can use it against you. That's really what it is. They're going to give them a pat on the wrist, especially if you're chosen. They want to keep the chosen ones down, because as long as the chosen ones don't do what they have been chosen to do, Mother Earth cannot ascend, and all this bullshit that's going on in this world will continue to go on. Well, God said, I'm in fucking charge, and this shit has to stop. He is not pleased with your actions. So all these people are getting their karma, and they're getting it in the worst way, because God said, don't touch my anointed. I am his anointed. So I can only imagine what Kimbray Mcneal has been going through since we have stopped dealing. I'm glad I got this picture of her, because the sessions were virtual. But I'm glad that I got this picture of her. She is out of Charlotte, North Carolina. But Spring Health, untrustworthy. They employ therapists that lie. They employ therapists that give you faulty information, send you to websites that don't exist. They tell you that, she told me that I couldn't have her as a therapist and go to IOP. That was a fucking lie, because they recommended that I have another therapist. She recommended a level of care that was very inappropriate for me, that she knew was going to put me in a worse mental health state. And I know she's not getting no sleep. And I know my ancestors are haunting the fuck out of her, and God is having vengeance. And I've asked God to have mercy on all my enemies, known and unknown, when he has his vengeance. Because I know God, when I wouldn't want God mad at me about me. That's all I'm going to say, because God don't play about me. And I know that for a fact. When God sits me down and makes me listen to what he's doing and has done to people that have mishandled me, I be like, God, please have mercy on them. Because, woo, y'all have made him angry. But this is Kimbray Mcneal. She is probably still employed with Spring Health. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just telling my story. This is also this North Carolina Board of Licensed Clinical Mental Health Counselors. They licensed her, and I don't believe that she should be licensed to practice with, if you're putting people in positions and recommending things that are going to put people in a worse mental health state than what they're already in. That is not better mental health for anybody, and that is not a benefit for people to feel their best. Spring Health, that is not a proven mental health solution. Okay, for an employer and health plan. It does not change lives. It changes lives. It does change lives. It changes them in the worst way, because it is the end of 2024. All of this stuff, I got taken out of work in last year. It's been over a year ago that I got took out of work, August of 23. And I am still trying to recover from the things that happened to me, and the things that they did to me. I am still working on recovering right now. And if y'all think Spring Help, if y'all think that is a result that you can count on, that's bullshit. If you think that's better mental health, that's bullshit. Spring Help, I don't trust them. I don't trust none of the organizations, these corporations, the people that they employ. Like I said, Lincoln Financial from the last one. Anybody that works with these corporations, with these toxic environments, you cannot trust them, because they are all employees of them. Look at her. They paid her to do things that she was not supposed to do, things that she probably took an oath and said that she wouldn't do. These are rules based on this board that licensed her. But then when I went and complained to them, they didn't give a fucking goddamn. They laws and codes, it's just an illusion. That shit don't fucking matter. It's just a fucking illusion to make you think that they care, to make you think that they give a fuck. They got you thinking that you're gonna be in a better mental health, and it's gonna start here. No, the fuck, you gonna be in a worse goddamn mental health, and that's gonna start there. And it's people like this that they employ, that people like Woolsby, Greg Lowe at Woolsby, him and his team can pay and send on vacations to do all this underhanded shit to put people like me in worse mental states. And like I said, here I am a year and some change. A year and some fucking change later, still trying to put the pieces back together and, become more mentally stable. I have now been diagnosed with PTSD, and it's getting worse, I believe, sometimes, because now I don't trust therapists. Like, I'm scared to go talk to a therapist because of her actions. Like, I had a therapy appointment that I scheduled, but the closer it got to the goddamn appointment date, they wanted me to fill out paperwork. I'm like, nah, this shit ain't right. I'm not even going no more. So I'm just here, and I'm just working to help myself mentally balance out and be well on my own, because at the end of the day, you can't trust these niggas. But I'm just here. I'm just the messenger. I wanted to give y'all some more lit, and give y'all more insight, and just share my story, share my experiences with these corporations, with these people. Kimbray Mcneal, untrustworthy. Spring Health, untrustworthy. The North Carolina Board of Licensed Mental Health Counselors, they're untrustworthy. Woolsby, untrustworthy. This is another part of the Woolsby scheme. And that's all I got to say about that. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss this shit. It's going down. I got a lawsuit. Somebody gonna come through, and we gonna goddamn get some money. Okay? I'm suing these motherfuckers, because God told me that it's time, goddamn it. Somebody out there is gonna get a whiff of it, and they gonna want to get some of this goddamn money and help me get this goddamn money, because I'm entitled to compensation, and I deserve compensation. It hasn't only affected me. I have 3 children that it has also affected in the worst way. So this is Dasha Speaks Racism. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Spring Help isn't trustworthy. Kimbray Mcneal, they employ her. She's not trustworthy. The North Carolina Board of Licensed Mental Health Counselors, they need to revoke her license. And they need to be goddamn revoked because they ain't even doing their job like they supposed to. When I find the letters and stuff, I'll come and bring them to y'all. I'll have all that stuff. I'll put it on the screen so y'all can see it because all of my shit come with proof. But, that's it. That's all I have for y'all about Spring Help today. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, I'll holler at you.